Hey guys, this is my first sketchbook tour of my old drawings. That's like before I started this channel. It's used to be an old biology notebook, and I've written a lot of random things here in multiple different languages. In French, in English, and in Chinese. I actually really didn't understand Arabic, I just copied it off from Google Translate. Yep, that was me in my early high school years. This is Captain Pickett, which was dedicated to this now proclaimed YouTuber, Tornado Illuminator. He's actually pretty awesome. He's got like over 100 subscribers right now. And these are so many superhero characters that have died because I never created them. Oh, and I made up this character, the Count of Monte Cristo. This character was based off of this main character, Edmond Dantes, from the novel, obviously, The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. He basically gets shamed by a group of men and he gets injustice. It's all because he fell in love with Mercedes and got in prison for like 14 years. And then he got back up and wanted to get revenge on them. That was a horrible summary of a great novel. And here are a few of the other superheroes I made. Would you look at that? That's one of the people that the Count of Monte Cristo got revenge on, except that this is supposed to be like his great-grandson. And here are some more superheroes. This is another image of the Count of Morcerf's great-grandson. And this is another drawing that I made. She looks quite beautiful. And a lot of ideas of a series that I was going to make when I was a young middle school kid. I wanted to continue the series of the Count of Monte Cristo, but I disappointed myself. Yay. But those dreams died away a long time ago. I even designed a family tree of all of this. Yeah, you should definitely look it up on Wikipedia. Because you're probably not going to understand how I came up with all this ridiculous storylines and plots that probably will never exist. And this is an unfinished superhero. Actually, based off of a character from Pride and Prejudice. This girl named Elizabeth. Also, you have to look it up on Wikipedia because I'm pretty sure nobody remembers this novel or read it in this for school or something. These are some superheroes I sketched that were based off of me and my friends. These are unfinished. And this is how I would depict like the Count of Monte Cristo and the Count of Morcerf's descendants in a room in a backdrop of some show. And this is a comic where I have no idea what was supposed to be happening in this comic. There's some girl that's spying on something, and then this guy has a sword over here trying to rip up a poster. Oh yes, and these are the characters they're supposed to be for my extended series that I never created. These are my ideas. This is a camel drawing that my sister made. She's such an amazing artist. And there's more plot ideas that died away. This is my idea if Alexandre Dumas were to continue his novel. This is Baron Danglers, and this is him trying to break free out of ropes. And I believe that's Edmond Dantes, also the Count of Monte Cristo. Yeah, my throat is really sore because of bad allergies. My goodness, how much time did I put into this? I am definitely horrified. Young me is gonna be so disappointed in herself when she realized that this is never born. This is how this is more plotting stuff. And I wanted to create a really long series, apparently. I spent a lot of time into this. Oh my goodness, they're wearing World War II French uniforms. Wow, I was really gonna make a long series. More plotting stuff. Then they start fighting again with swords for some reason, although it's like the 21st century, which is really a bad idea if you're going to war. And there's more plotting stuff. And somehow, the queen, or the idea of the Queen of Saudi Arabia, appears over here, and they make peace. These are my character profiles. Don't know what to say about that. Oh my gosh! Man, I really tried to draw the descendants of the Count of Monte Cristo and the Count of Morcerf, except there's something really wrong. They're wearing clothes that doesn't exist in the 21st century. That's literally from World War II. Like, that's a ceremonial uniform. Wow, was I out of context for this drawing. And that is supposed to be one of the Saudi royals with one of my other made-up characters that's supposed to be the descendants of the Count of Monte Cristo. And yeah, this is just a random image I drew where I actually thought social media was a really cursed place where people lose their minds and become media zombies. I actually thought that way, which is why I didn't use social media as a middle schooler. These are some clothing designs that I sketched over here. And this is some sort of girl fight, I'm assuming. Yeah. This is also an unfinished drawing that I have here. And look at that. These three are like the current characters I actually still draw pretty often in my sketchbook. This is my version of what America would be as a person, and that's Spain, and that's Lily. I'm pretty sure that you guys heard of Hitalia. It's pretty much like that, except it's not so stereotypical. This is a sketch I made of me feeling chained to my boundless work of homework before finals at school. This is what one of my friends wrote me. She loves Ed's World. She's also an amazing flute player. And my friend, another friend of mine, actually drew this cute little cat. Lauren, you're really good at drawing cats. I really miss seeing you too. And this is another descendant of Edmond Dantes, except he lives throughout the World War II era. And this is my character, Saudi Arabia. I eventually gave up the idea of continuing Alexandre Dumas' Count of Monte Cristo series and decided to come up with new characters, which is kind of Italia related. He looks quite beautiful. I really like how I drew him. He looks so peaceful. And this is another character, Bradley. He's based off of Tornado Eliminator. And Endgame. I really loved Endgame. These are Peter Quill's knives, I think. No, that's not it. It's the fat guys. And that's his gun. That's Iron Man. This is Captain America's shield. That's a bird. That's nothing to do with it. Thor's new hammer. A bow and an arrow from Hawkeye. And a sword that he also has. And that's Spider-Man. And here's the last image I drew. This is my character, Germany. And she's reading through a textbook in history class about herself in the worst moment possible. And if you think about it, if you're reading about your most embarrassing part of your past, it's pretty humiliating. And there's the Treaty of Versailles over here. And a lot of messed up things here, really. I don't even know what I was thinking. That's the end of my sketchbook tour. And if you're wondering how I came up with the username Cristal Dantes, now you know. It's actually from the character Edmond Dantes, aka the Count of Monte Cristo, made by a novel by Alexandre Dumas. It's getting late now, and I'm ready to go to bed.